All right, welcome. I'm going to try to make this short, sweet, to the point. I just want to give you a quick general, hello, welcome. I'm glad you're here and ready to do this thing, whether you are so stoked, ready to just jump in, or you're that I'm nervous. I did this. What did I do? Both are welcome. I'm glad you're here. I just want to walk you through kind of what we do on the enCourage tribe. And so as I'm making this video, we're in the shift from Beachbody coaches to BODi partners. So know that I might say the wrong thing, but you know what I mean. All right. But really the big thing and the reason for the shift is the title of coach. I feel like came with a lot of intimidation, feeling like you needed to have it all together, have all this background, be perfect, and a lot of extra responsibility of what you owe people if you are their coach, versus as a partner. We partner with Beachbody. See, I already did it. We partner with BODi to use the tools that they have, but to create the life that we want and to have the priorities be what we want. And on the enCourage tribe, that is faith, that is family, of course, still fitness and health, but it all it comes together and combines, and it is not about success. It's not about just building this massive business and making a bunch of money. It's about so much more. So I just kind of want to walk you through some of the actual tangible to-dos. So you personally, move this over here so you can see, that's Jack. I did not update any of the pictures. This is an old slideshow. And you look so much like Peter. Anyway, you personally, you should be following a workout program. If you can't get into one you start, switch it. Totally fine. But the whole point is you should be taking care of yourself every single day. The best way to do that is to stick to a program. Focus on getting enough good stuff in your body. Of course, Shakeology, dense nutrition, we feel the difference, but also focusing on veggies, proteins. Your nutrition does not have to be absolutely perfect, but we want to eat to feel well. I think both To Be Mindset and Portion Fix do an incredible job of teaching us what true balance looks like. I do not personally follow it exactly, but I have for a season, so I can really learn what my body can feel like and learn what it actually looks like on my plate in my day to eat balanced. Get your heart right daily. If your heart isn't right, it doesn't really matter what else you do throughout the day. Read your Bible, pray, but also gratitude is huge. Writing down 3 things you're grateful for or more. Read or listen to personal development and focus on where you're struggling. I like to go back and forth between things that are, a little bit more business focused, but then also faith focused, and have all of it kind of coming in, but making sure that I'm filling my mind with what I want there. Because if we're just passive, the world is going to throw a lot of negativity, a lot of lies at us, and we need to actively combat that. Carry a water bottle with you wherever you go, okay? The easiest thing we can do to take care of ourselves. Drink water. Listen in live or recorded to at least 1 call a week. I mean, this isn't a hard and fast rule, but plugging in where you can to the things that actually help you are great. There are a lot of options for the actual, BODi, for the actual business side, whether that's the national wake-up call. That's a call that corporate puts on every week that's really good for new partners. Boss Babes weekly team call. This is my coach. They are very business focused. Okay, so just a warning on that. And then Slay Squad, that is the biggest one that I can get you in on. They've been having some really awesome calls this year. Or our team Bible study, if we're doing one right now. That one, I would highly encourage that. But also know that if any of those just make you feel weird or disingenuine, don't listen to them, because a lot of those are created by corporate or by other people who might have different goals and hopes for this than you do, who have different life priorities than you do. Okay. So just because someone says something doesn't mean you have to do it, but it is great to be in the room to take nuggets, to say, ooh, I really like that. I really like that. That's what I've been doing this whole time since I have been a coach / partner, is I've been listening in on what other people are doing and pulling the things that feel genuine to me, that make me, feel like this is what I want to do. And then make it a priority to get to live events. They really do change the game, whether that's summit each year or team retreats, whether that's a local event, whatever it may be. Make it a priority to get to those, because if you're just doing everything on your own behind the screen, it's not going to be as fun, and you're not going to feel as invested as if you're actually getting together with the team. All right, social media. Obviously, we use social media. It is a free platform. It's incredible. And we want to use it intentionally. We do not want it to rule us. Hence the very first thing, stay off social media completely on Sundays. Break the addiction to your phone. So many people don't want to do what we do because they assume they'll be on their phone more. I want you guys to be on your phone less. And that means that you have to use your time on there very intentionally. You now are on there to work, to be intentional, and not just to aimlessly scroll. So in your stories, that is the goal, because that lets people behind the scenes of what you're doing. So do it Monday through Saturday and show how you're using the tools, whether that's the workout tools, the supplements, nutrition focus, whatever. But know that it's more about how you are living your life and what you are learning. Okay. This isn't about like, this is a product, these are all the facts about it. Like, yes, you can work those in every once in a while so people can, be educated, but it should not be the focus every single day. The focus is your life. And then posting to your feed. This used to be a much bigger thing. Honestly, I don't even do it as much anymore. Aim to do it at least 3 times per week, with the bottom line, add value to people. So whether you're talking about BODi and being a partner and what this opportunity is, you can also just talk about motherhood. If you love to cook, help people come up with ideas, share your recipes, talk about mindset stuff. If you just want to make people laugh, great, do that too. But be something that people can enjoy and learn something from. And also know that sharing bits of your story is really important here, because that's how people are also going to know you, is if you share what's going on. And if you never share anything before, just start. It becomes way easier to share everything when you're actually sharing it, versus if you never post right now, you feel like you can only post on holidays and the super high highs and the super low lows. But we can do all that middle ground, and it's awesome. If you are on your phone and you're looking at stories or the feed, comment on at least every other picture or get off. Okay. We are not here to aimlessly scroll ever. You are done with that. And then share anytime you receive a gift or a prize and tag who it's from. This allows that person to share it and show it, but it also shows that you're being appreciated and rewarded. And finally, share your story on social media and who you truly are and what you've been through, because someone needs to hear it. Okay, I'm going to repeat that. Someone needs to hear what you have learned and what you are going through. Your vulnerability allows them to open up and say, this is okay to be walking through. This is okay to be in this place. Here's where I am, whether you have figured it out or if you're still working through it. Both are great. And that's going to get people to support you, honestly, not just in BODi, but just in life. You will find people really, really want to love on you and connect with you if you open up about things. Do not worry about the likes and the comments or potential judgment. You might get judged. People might not like you, but Jesus lived a very perfect life and he was judged and murdered, right? Not everyone's going to like you. And know that we're not posting just for the likes and for the comments. It's far deeper than that. Growing the business side of this, because there is so much potential in this if you want it. So if you want to do that side, spend 10 minutes a day minimum. I would say Monday through Friday. If you want to take the weekends off, great. I'm going through the Excel doc of friends. So the very basics of this and the kind of the tactic that I teach is I help you export everyone that's on your friends list on Instagram. You could do it on Facebook, but I personally don't really use Facebook for anything other than groups and birthdays. So I would suggest using Instagram. So you have that list, work from that list. And then as you go down, do one of 3 things. You connect with them, you invite them, or you delete them. There is zero pressure to do one of those 3. There is zero pressure to invite them. I feel like people are afraid to be spammy. You don't have to, but if you're actually, I think this person would enjoy this, send them an invite. If not, just connect with them, whether they have a story that you can comment on, or you can just send them a message saying, hey, it's been a while since we've chatted. How's life? Be a friend to them. And if you're not even willing to do that, then why are you following them? Delete them, clean up your Instagram. It'll be great. And the goal is that everyone will be invited within the next year, 2 years, whatever, but simply to make them feel seen, wanted, and welcomed. People often think that you're not talking to them unless you actually invite them. the thing I always go back to is, let's say I'm having a birthday party for my son. I put it on my Instagram and say, hey, I want this to be huge. Everyone come DM me for the address. I want this to be big. How many people are actually going to DM me for the address? Not very many. But if I go to someone who, like, we haven't really hung out before, but we've chatted, and I say, hey, I don't know if you saw, but I'm having a birthday party for my son. I'd love for you to come if you can. It'd be great to get to know you that way. Even if they can't come, they're going to like be thankful that you asked them. And then the next time that you say, hey, everyone, I'm having a Christmas party or whatever, they'll be like, oh, she's actually talking about me. Okay, so that's why we invite people. Know whenever you're starting a new program, and then you can have a new group for it. I now do ongoing groups, but I still like let people know I'm about to start this new program if you want to do it with me, or special events, so you can be talking about it and inviting to it specifically 1 to 2 weeks prior, and know what info you will send them. I'll teach you all of that stuff. So you're like, I don't know what I would send. Don't worry, I got your back. But the best time for people to do things with you is when you're starting something new. And that's what I love doing. It's not just us saying, hey, go purchase BODi on demand, go do your own workout program. It's saying like, hey, this is what I'm doing and loving, do this with me. Welcome them in, let's do it together. Check in both in your accountability group and on the team page, like the person you hope to bring on. So hopefully that means you're engaged. And if you're struggling with something, speak up and ask for help. Don't just like shirk into the background and never talk to me ever again, right? I want to be here to help you. And that doesn't just have to be with BODi things, okay? That can be with anything. I'm here, I want to help in life. And then the final thing is mindset. Be yourself. Don't try to be someone else unless that someone else is Jesus, but try to be more like Jesus. But don't compare yourself to anyone else's journey, story, whatever. The people who are your friends need you. They don't need me. They need you to show up as you. Plan to be here in 5 years. Okay. It might look different, but have that long-term mindset, knowing that these tools can change your life. If you're sharing who you are and what's helping you, those who are like you will be attracted to that. So I know sometimes you're like, oh, but I don't want to like make anyone feel unwanted. But honestly, if you just focus on the people that you click most with, you're gonna, like I said, some people might not like it, but that's okay, because it's better that they know that right away than like come and be like, oh, I actually don't really like her and I don't really vibe. Just talk to the people who are your people. They will come in, like you guys are coming into my circle, and don't worry about the rest. I know that this takes time, but your life can still be changed right now. Okay. Like the tools that we have and the habits that we're trying to create and the community that we're doing this with, this can change your life this week. Just saying. So that is kind of what I have for you. It's just the super fast overview of what we do. My just like word vomit thoughts on this. But no, there will be a lot more trainings, far more tangible things. I love, obviously, I like creating things. I like creating graphics and slideshows and all that. You do not have to do that. I like to do that for you. You always can if you want, if that's your jam too. But know that anything that I do and create, I provide to you to use. And a lot of times I try to make it so that you can tweak it, like, to add your own picture or whatever, just so that you don't have to work harder. You just have to work smarter. And being on my team will hopefully help you do that. So I'm going to end it here, stop sharing my screen, but I am so glad you're here. Thank you, friend. Thanks for being in my corner, and know that I'm in yours. Okay, bye.